What is up, Honey Badger Nation, man? Thank you guys for tuning in. We are episode 187 of Export Mentors Live, and I think we're going to probably have one of the most fascinating humans on the show today.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be mind blowing. I know for sure. But man, Daniel, I appreciate you making the time, jumping in, and going to pour back into these amazing humans here in the Honey Badger Nation.
Sometimes she worked 40 hours. I don't want to say she was always part-time, but sometimes she worked 40 hours. But that was REO world, short sale world. Yep. And everybody was upset. Everybody's values have dropped down to nothing. You'd walk away from if you went to a closing, like I hardly went to a closing. I still don't go to closings really today or any inspections or anything like that, just because there's really no reason. But no reason to be there. But even the buyer, if they had a $500,000 house for $200,000, they were still upset that they thought they should get a better deal. Mm-hmm. And the sellers were the banks, the institutions that I was working with. They felt like they were getting messed over all the time too, and then they're getting messed over by the landscape crews and the roofers and the cleaners. And it was just everybody was miserable, right? I'm so glad that we made the pivot and turned. And now we're coming back to another pivot, which is a whole other conversation. But we have to find our places in these terms. But I don't want anybody, like you guys talk about, well, you were a team doing 500 transactions a year, I think.
Yep.
I was a single person doing 160. But I was I hear Jay every now and then say, I was just miserable. And then there's the inner workings of the dynamic of the group inside of the group, which I'm sure there was some struggles and things there. But I was probably the most miserable human being walking the face of the earth doing that many transactions.
Yeah. The thing, there during that time frame where we were miserable, 5, that was 6, and then into 7. And, we actually split ways for about 2.5 years.
I'm telling you, man, there's so much tension going around.
It was crazy. And, getting into that, there's always an angle, there's always a move. But I think, there has to be that element. And my big takeaway listening to your story so far, and I want everybody to be able to pull from it, is it's hard work. And if you ever think that you're going to get in this and it's just going to fall in your lap, you're in for a rude awakening. So it really is. You got to come in, and that's just kind of fascinated, with the work ethic side of things. And, sometimes it's that chip on our shoulder, trying to prove somebody right, trying to prove somebody wrong, make somebody proud. But there is that force, that factor. We all have it. And
right.
You just got to be able to tap into it to be able to keep pushing through. Cause I can promise you didn't want to be up in the middle of the night, putting shingles on the roof in the rain.
No. But I don't even know if you remember this. Do you remember we did the Top Golf thing down in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So you may remember, you may not. Probably don't, because it probably wasn't as big of a takeaway for you as it was for me. But do you remember? You said, why are you frustrated or something? You're like you seem frustrated or something. And I said, man, it's just weird. Like these agents, there's no connection skills, right, with these agents. And you said something like, we need to take the temperature. And then later on, you guys, we asked the group, how many people have been in business for 20 years? A few people raised their hand. Then how many people have been in business 15 years? A couple more people. The majority of that group of people, which is over 100 people, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a lot of people in the room. The majority of them are in what I call the ice cream fantasy stage, the ice cream market. They put a sign in the yard. They've been in business 3 years, and they thought they were like the best agents on the planet. And here we are sharing scripting and sharing, budgetary items and things like that. And they think, well, man, all you got to do is, just put it on Facebook and it'll sell. You get multiple offers. no matter what you price it at. We're talking about valuation, talking about scripting. Remember that big old red book you guys gave everybody?
Uh-huh.
Thick
Oh,
red
yeah.
book? Yeah. And the agents just weren't getting it, because they're like, I made $500,000 last year, selling houses, and I hardly even do anything, because they don't have the baseline of 2000 tech crash. They don't have the 2008 real estate market crash. They don't. It's not their fault. But it was frustrating, right?
Right.
Going back to the takeaways, that was a huge takeaway for me.
I'll be sharing insightful and informative videos on stress-free retirement, being your own bank, setting up college funds, understanding Social Security, wills, probate, trust, and how the Fed Reserve rate hikes affect your mortgage rates, and always real estate solutions. I'm your go-to expert in real property. Look for my YouTube channel, living in Canton, Georgia, where it is sunny as can be right now. If you find value here, please like and share so others might as well. Remember, I'm not a videographer, not a video editor. I just want to share the most important info with you guys. Each video has a full version of around half hour or so, but there are multiple shorts of only 5 minutes or less as well. My name, Daniel Clotfelter. My area of specialty is real estate and asset protection for more than 25 years. So why am I exhorting you to view financial-based videos on a real estate channel? Good question. I believe that we all do better when we know better, which is why I'm here to expose you to a team of experts who know the topics that matter most. All of these topics work in unison. Full disclosure, I receive nothing for doing these videos other than the satisfaction of adding value to you. So smash that like button already. What are you waiting for? Share this so other people can see it. Y'all have a great day.